What's up, everybody? Welcome to an all-new episode of SCNS Live. This is Super Cool Nerd Show. Thanks for joining us out there in the Super Cool Nerd Nation for another week of news, nerds, and we are 2 shows, this one, from going to San Diego Comic-Con. Everyone, all of us, I am so excited. This is going to be so great. Anyway, I can barely contain myself. I've been looking at all the exclusives I need to buy.
It feels like my first real one, kind of.
Yeah, it is kind of, because, you know, strikes, COVID, just,
which we supported.
It all sucks.
Yeah, we supported the strikes very well.
But this year, the brakes are off. Let's roll. So, yeah, thank you guys for joining us out there. I'm Jason the X. My cohorts over here, this is Kat, back on the show after too much. You were
an extended
went to Austin for a while.
I liked it.
Went and hung out in Austin.
Oh, did you get anything from Toy Dojo down there? Good store, by the way.
Did you ask for anything from Toy Dojo?
I honestly should have.
You should have.
I should have said, like, hey, I'm going to Venmo you some money.
I'll tell you the truth. It was the most boring trip to Austin I've ever had. I was helping my brother get ready to move. So, like, I didn't go anywhere except gas station and liquor store and H-E-B. That's the only places I went.
Oh, if only they sold liquor in supermarkets, you could combine those trips. You know?
He was bitching about that because he came from California.
It's something to
bitch about. That's very much a thing.
They do.
Yes. Off on that tangent. Over there's Cass.
Hi, my name's Cass.
And over there,
I do that every time. I don't know why.
I like the ones that are like, I'm Cass.
I'm Cass.
And over there's Cora. It's a nice mic you got there, bud.
Yeah.
You took my advice. You took my advice.
Well, yeah, you
changed it out. Yeah, it's a good mic.
We'll see how it sounds and everything. Let us know out there in the chat. We're like experimenting with some new gear and everything. Anyway,
I wonder if I can do like ASMR with that.
Absolutely, with
Ooh, that sounded nice.
Eat a pickle.
Ew, no.
You've never seen the ASMR? Sorry,
no,
that probably sounded very strange. It's a thing. It's an ASMR thing.
Oh no, I'm sure.
Crunchy, like it could be a cucumber too. But
that needs to be short, by the way. Just gonna say that.
Or eating a pickle.
No,
pretty horny, Jason.
You're yelling at her to eat a pickle. That was more fun. You're yelling at her to eat a pickle.
There's some that I'm like, I think that pickles are satisfying, and that I don't like the noise necessarily, particularly, but I do enjoy eating pickles. The noodle ones I don't get. They have a slimy, like squelchy sound, and I'm like, it does the opposite to me of anything that's like enjoying them.
But also like hashtag mukbang throwback.
I really like the ones where they have like the really long nails and they like
do
like the little clicky.
I don't get any ASMR. I really don't.
I don't know. I can't explain that one. Anyway, Jason's eyes are like glazing over.
I was listening to the mic, so actually our gain is a little bit high. Like it's blowing us out here.
You never got into YouTube, into those deep YouTube, like those crevices, the YouTube crevices that we did.
I think. Well, Cora's like adjusting the gain up at the top of the 2 little knobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about your lack of ASMR experience and how that's disappointing.
Ever doing that. I don't need to hear just sounds like that. It's weird.
I try to get into it, and I understand that there's no explaining it because it's something that you enjoy or something that you don't. And I tried a few different ones out, and I'm like, this isn't for me.
The one I really liked, which I didn't realize was ASMR until later, was there's a guy that does like the Japanese candy kits on YouTube. Our Cherry Pie, I think is his username.
Okay.
No talking. He just sits there and he makes the kits, and it's just the sound of like opening the plastic and the fizzing and all that stuff. And I was like, this is just really relaxing.
If there was one that I would get into, it would be pages turning. I love the sound of pages turning.
That's fair.
But
if I could just get the sounds of baseball without having to engage with the rest of it, I think I'd be happy.
I don't know the smells of the like field and stuff is cool, but I like this.
I just don't want to have to deal with sitting there for 14 hours. Anyway.
So
make 2-inning baseball games.
So weird on that tangent. Anyway, I am, like I said, super excited that we're going to San Diego. That's my whole thing.
You're driving again?
We are driving again. Of course, there's going to be shenanigans and jokes along the way. 4 people up in the car.
They're not jokes. They're all completely serious things that happen to us.
It's gonna be
you guys bitched at me about my driving.
What was wrong with your driving again?
I wasn't going fast enough, or I was going too fast.
And you weren't looking at your rearview mirrors and also pay attention to the road. That'll
do it.
Yeah.
If I baked cookies, would that be acceptable?
Anything that you cook so far that I've had has been amazing.
Anyway, all right, let's go ahead and do what we came here to do. Let's kick this thing off with some super cool nerd news.
We should make sure I click on the right one this week.
I should have seen this coming, but July 2026, they're going to the well again. Shrek 5 is coming, ladies and gentlemen.
Why?
There was a 4.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
Shrek the Third and Shrek Ever After. I've never seen the 4th one, by the way, never. But they are getting the original cast back. July 2026, Mike Myers, Cameron Diaz, Eddie Murphy, Antonio Banderas is coming back for it. I don't know what plot they're working with this. The same, this is going to be directed by Walt Dorn, who was actually the writer and artist on 2 and 3, and the head of story on Shrek Forever After, and he's working on 5 here. At least they got the cast back, and they're not pulling like a Megamind where you just completely
cast back
change.
is not impressive. These people are aging out of doing anything on screen, or they're in awkward in-between phases where they can't play like Meryl Streep roles. Looking at you, Cameron Diaz.
Well, she's also not good at acting, so.
It's funny because actually Eddie Murphy accidentally leaked this, that they had been working on Shrek for a couple of months when he was doing media for Beverly Hills Cop Axel F, which is very good, by the way. Go check that out. I thoroughly enjoyed that movie.
Really?
Yeah, heck yeah. Yes, it was good. It was good. But
I just
getting
thought
back
he was
to
done with like IP, like.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, if you can say what you want to about the Shrek movies, like maybe they're
bad,
but they make money. They make money.
So
and spin-offs, Puss in Boots, they make money. That's why they're doing another one.
I have a deep and lasting hatred of this franchise.
Really?
I have like childhood trauma associated with this franchise. When the first one came out, I was like 11 years old, and so when people started being mean to me, which was around 11 for me, they were mean using Shrek quotes. So I will forever. I don't even remember. It's just sarcastic.
Oh no! I need more.
It just like people would like impersonate Shrek and be mean to me. So I will never be okay with this franchise. It might be good. I genuinely don't know, but I will forever hate this franchise. And I make
note to Billy Cass
in Shrek's voice.
Set short for the road trip.
I think I can work in on my calendar 2 hours. Yeah. 2 hours daily.
So I'm very angry that this is happening.
I have my own vendetta against Shrek.
Yes!
It's stupid. It is so dumb. So Shrek gets a lot of credit for having All-Star by Smash Mouth in their movie. They weren't the first movie to have it, and the music video is not for that movie. It is for Mystery Men, which is slightly better.
Slightly.
Even your big pitch is that it's slightly better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have Ben Stiller. It's B-list superheroes, which is already just a better concept.
I've heard of this movie. Yeah.
Ben Stiller is great.
Yeah.
Ben Stiller's superhero power is that he gets mad. I love that for him.
Mr. Furious.
It's like Heroes.
Anyways,
it is like Heroes.
There's some B tier superpowers.
So that's your big beef with Shrek, is that they robbed Smash Mouth from you?
Yes, because I'm in a house with teenagers that quote Shrek all the time. We had a Shrek-themed birthday party for someone. That was actually
Was it Mia?
No, it was actually our mutual friend Cody, because he joked that would be funny.
It's funny.
He said that in front of the kids, and so they took it way too seriously. That was funny. But we did listen to Smash Mouth's All-Star on repeat for like 3 hours.
Why?
It's the ADHD lifestyle.
Yep.
That will fry your brain.
And then they watched the Shrek musical, which is an abomination of God.
Including it has one of the best Broadway stars ever.
Yeah, it does.
It plays Shrek.
Actually.
Seriously, these movies have made...
And Sutton Foster as the princess and still no.
Even with all the spin-offs, these movies have made a range from $400 to $800 million. Of course we're going to do Shrek 5.
I have a different beef with Shrek.
What is everyone's beef with Shrek?
Alright, no, we gotta hear Kat's beef now.
Okay, my beef with Shrek is similar to my beef from Seinfeld. It was okay, it's not that great, and it brings down the genre.
It does.
Because everyone's like, oh, this is funny with Seinfeld. It's jokes that aren't jokes, and bitching about women, by the way.
Oh, you're trying to be positive about Shrek 5.
It's being disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, gross.
That's not that funny.
And then we don't get to talk about anything else for like 7 years. Having said all that, Puss in Boots 3 is pretty good.
I heard that.
I feel like, in terms of the Shrek movies, the first one is very passable, and I do remember being forced to watch the second one, and it was fun to watch in a setting when it was with other people.
And they had Bonnie.
I need to hear
Yeah,
my favorite
Tyler?
part of Shrek too.
Bonnie Tyler. Yes.
Bonnie Tyler, yeah.
Yeah. Never saw the third because I didn't have any desire to. Completely ignored the fourth. I will ignore this one too. Probably.
I kind of forgot the fourth existed, honestly.
I had no idea.
But, I mean...
I could not forget the fourth existed because that's where the children were.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it's gonna be fine. God, I would not have picked this had I known so much hate was gonna be brought up for
You should
Shrek.
pick it with all this hate.
I was kind of like, damn, they're going back to the well again. Okay, they're going back because they whatever y'all have to say, whatever hate, Shrek makes money.
It does. It
No, I
does.
was arguing that
Big green.
We're just arguing that it's
Green.
bad and evil and puts evil out into the universe.
I would have been fine with it if it passed.
I would say
People watched it and then they moved on with their days, but like,
No.
but it's not.
Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
Say what you will about Shrek, it is not the worst franchise to just continually.
Is that the bar?
No, it's
not
not.
the
It is
Minions.
not the worst. No, it's Fast and Furious. No one will ever be Fast and Furious. Okay, so anyway, Shrek 5, July 2026. They are working on it. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
oh wow, if we're lucky we'll get to see that the same month as like the Batman. It's gonna be a bad month for you guys.
Who's got movie news?
I've got movie news.
Okay, hit it.
All right. Y'all ready for a... Hold on.
Y'all ready for this?
Y'all ready for this?
I knew that
Okay.
would work.
So it's truly tragic that Mappa Studios had to let go of the Yuri on Ice movie. But, you know, after sitting on it and thinking about it, I agree with their choice. They missed the mark on it, like, they missed the time to do it. As big as the fandom is still kind of, there's not enough people to make up the, like, money they would need for that. And, you know, it gives them a chance to open up for other projects, more important, bigger projects with franchises that are very, very popular and well known. And of course I am speaking today of The Rose of Versailles. This is one of the most influential shoujo manga of all time. We would not have a lot of the shoujo tropes we have today without this manga. Like, Revolutionary Girl Utena would not be here. Straight up. Or if so, it would taken a lot longer. So back when this manga was made, we're going to take a little history lesson trip today. Shoujo was aimed at kindergartners, preschoolers, like that age demographic. And the creator was like, you know what? No, we're not going to cater strictly to that anymore. And she was part of a group called the Year 24 group. And they all just started making shoujo manga that was aimed more at adolescents and young adults. And Rose of Versailles was one of those, and it also meant that they could talk about more fun topics. Like the topic of the manga, which is the events leading up to and the event of the French Revolution.
The successful one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she does not change history in this. Marie Antoinette, who is the girl with the big pink dress, gets her head lobbed off.
Whoopsie.
But the manga doesn't just go there. One of the main characters and the self-insert for the audience is Lady Oscar. And she is the captain of the guard, which is fantastic. She is the youngest of her family, and since they did not have any male heirs, she was raised as the male heir, essentially. And she is very androgynous. You know, I'm going to put this photo back up so we can...
This is some deep anime here. Go.
Actually, no, hold on. I have a trailer for you all for this little greatness coming out. Yeah, it is deep and it is gorgeous, which is why I did pull the trailer so that we could watch some of the beautiful artwork while we have a lesson today. The themings within the manga and subsequently through the anime over time have been themes of like feminism, historical drama, sexuality, both in a hetero sense and a homosexual sense. Yay! Lady Oscar is very, as you can see, is very androgynous. And she's that way on purpose. A lot of the male main characters are also just as androgynous. And her eventual love interest, you know, there's speculation that their romance is also like a kind of an exploration of like the homosexual genre kind of thing, which I like. I think it's very interesting. It opens up a lot of questions and a lot of talks and just...
First off, I'm seeing a lot of homages to some other styles in there.
Yes. So this was all done in this obviously in the 70s style because it was the 70s.
Mm-hmm. Definitely seeing that.
But the manga had influences all over the place, including the one that caught me off guard, Berserk.
I will say, after seeing that trailer, I do understand it somewhat.
Yeah.
Maybe not the ending part, because you said the Golden Arc.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of like political intrigue in the Golden Arc of Berserk, and like that does make sense.
Yes.
As always, we have to throw up a warning for Berserk, the Golden Arc.
Yeah.
We are fans of it. It is very dark.
Still get to watch it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Very dark.
I'm watching one that Hannah recommended now, and it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Rose of Versailles, it's going to be coming out early next year. We don't know if it'll be like New Year's next year or spring next year. The kanji that's used for the date is ambiguous. It could be for either one. So sometime early next year. I'm very excited for this. It's just beautiful, as y'all saw.
Oh yeah.
As a fun just tidbit, the design of Lady Oscar, the one with the shorter blonde hair, and I have forgotten the man's name because I am very bad with names, but y'all will remember who I'm talking about. He was in Midsommar. He was the older gentleman with like the long white beard. I think he was one of like the cult leaders.
He is one of the cult leaders, not off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's like Jorg something.
They hired a bunch of Scandinavians.
Yeah.
Jorg Bjornsson.
Yeah.
Her design was based off of him when he was younger because he was a prolific actor in Japan at that time.
Okay.
And actually he's the pretty boy stereotype in Japan. He's the reason we have that.
Nice.
Which I just think that's fun. I just think it's a fun little tidbit, fun little trivia.
Yeah, for sure.
And I could go off more and more and more about Rose of Versailles. I will refrain from that. Look forward to the movie coming out next year. And if you're curious, I highly recommend the manga. It is just as gorgeous as that trailer you watched.
Nice.
Nice. All right.
Did like Berserk.
Yeah.
Who else is hitting up movie?
Oh, I have kind of movie adjacent news.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Ellen DeGeneres in her a stand-up recently. She's making her last her Netflix special or whatever. She announced that after this, she's done. She's retiring. What do we think about that? Nobody? Nobody at all? Me neither. Anyway, so in 1994, Donna Waters made a movie that I've never heard of called Serial Mom. And it is enjoying a revival on Netflix. And after having read some of the stuff of what it's about, I cannot wait to watch this movie. It stars Kathleen Turner as this mom who is a serial killer who kills people for their very real sins, like criticizing her children, standing her daughter, Ricky Lake, up for a date, and various other things. And the people who are watching it, like me, who had not seen it before, said it's basically a turn from the satisfaction of watching people get murdered for lack of social awareness into a, like, opinion piece / satire of media sensationalism and crime journalism, and I'm just all the way on board.
This movie is one of my favorites. Kathleen Turner is amazing. She is just this doting, just awesome mom. Matthew Lillard's in this, by the way, as well.
Of course he is.
I love Matthew Lillard.
And she actually goes to trial in the movie and gets off and ends up killing a juror.
I love it.
That's awesome.
Because she won't right after Labor Day.
That's a good reason to murder someone.
She's beating this girl's ass in the bathroom. The girl's like, fashion has changed. You can wear white. And she's like, no, it hasn't. And just like...
I don't know if I'll root for her or not.
But she was wearing white shoes after Labor Day. Not even white, just white shoes after Labor Day. And it's funny.
You're not allowed to.
She's in the courtroom, and this lady is on the jury, and every time she sees her, she's just like...
You know what? For that one scenario alone, I support her. We support women's rights and wrongs.
I mean, I'm not trying to say she was justified and everybody should kill. I'm just saying I understand. Yeah, like there was somebody didn't fasten their seatbelt, so she was willing to kill.
I love it. I'm so
I do like petty vengeance.
Yeah.
Petty vengeance.
Yes, I love this.
I'm gonna get a bottle of potato juice and watch this movie.
I can't wait. I didn't know it was on Netflix. I actually want to go watch this.
I think it just came on Netflix.
Oh, I'm so glad.
I mean, I found a news article about it today, so it's not been on there for long.
Also, Matthew Lillard was a baby in 1994, so I'm excited to see that.
And Ricky Lake, who, like, I don't want to show my age, but I knew who she was, and Cass didn't, so, like, it's right in between there.
Yeah.
Absolutely hilarious movie. Yeah, she like just gets away with all of this murder, but she cares about her family, and I think that's what really matters.
Wholesome.
Yeah.
Wholesome content. That's what we like to say.
Totally need to go watch. I will go rewatch this. We need to do a watch party of just Serial Mom. It's so great.
I love it.
That's movie news.
Anybody else movie?
I got movie-ish.
Can we move to like movie TV?
This both?
Go for it.
Yeah, okay. So Mike Flanagan.
Yeah, boy.
Mike Flanagan.
Who's Mike Flanagan?
Mike Flanagan did Haunting of Hill House, Haunting of Bly Manor, Midnight Mass, and Follow the House of Usher on Netflix. He's one of my favorite horror directors. Also, apparently, just a stand-up guy, according to Mary McDonnell.
Incredible guy.
Incredible director. He is doing a podcast. I don't like podcasts, but...
As you participate in one.
As I participate in... Well, this is video. To me, that's different.
Okay.
But he's starting a podcast.
If you're listening to this on Google Play, don't.
Go watch it on YouTube. He's starting a podcast called Director's Commentary. So one of the things that we know about Mike Flanagan is that he tried to get his Netflix shows released on DVD with bonus features, and Netflix said no. So he's trying to do that himself. On this podcast, he invites a filmmaker on and just plays one of their movies and talks to them about it. The first episode is already out. It's Ready or Not. The Samara Weaving horror, which if you haven't seen it, absolute banger of a horror movie.
It's a black comedy.
It's a black comedy.
Like a lot of dark comedies these days.
Yeah, it's a black comedy. Samara Weaving, Adam Brody. Absolutely fantastic movie. Hour 45 minutes is the first episode. I only came across this today, so I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm absolutely going to. It's It's Mike Flanagan.
You found more Mike Flanagan content out there.
And the only thing that I was worried about is that maybe this would kind of stall him in his other projects. But no, he's taking on The Exorcist. He's got a couple other things in the works. So he's just a busy, busy boy. And I appreciate that about him.
But also, like, podcasts, you can just slide into.
You just, especially you're talking to a filmmaker about his project.
But you haven't watched
about
one
their
yet.
project. Not yet.
Okay.
Again, came across this today.
But
And it only came out Tuesday.
I kind of wanted to pull Samara Weaving on there and talk about that because I like me some Samara Weaving. Anyway, I'm gonna check it out. You just like the third time you mentioned Mike Flanagan in this.
I'm
season.
absolutely obsessed.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no one on this show is obsessed with anything.
Yeah.
Not at all.
We're even
Don't
more
look at me.
obsessed after the most recent Fan Expo where we got to talk to Mary McDonald.
Yes.
Oh God, y'all had like a long conversation with her.
Yeah, like we just grabbed her in a non-official sense. I just grabbed her to tell
She
her I
grabbed
loved
y'all.
her in Fall of House of Usher, and her poor handler
Yeah.
was standing there while she chatted with us for like 20 minutes, like held my hand,
Yeah.
was talking to us about how amazing Mike Flanagan was, and when she finally, like, we let her handler usher her away, like, sorry, but thank you so much. The guy who was standing in line to talk to somebody next to me was like, did you exchange numbers? Like, she just a wonderful human being.
Yeah.
I loved her, and she had nothing but extremely positive things to say about working with him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
That definitely is more than it is. Okay, we can transition into TV. I'd like to go on. One of my favorite shows is just the little show that could and will never end if I get my wish. Futurama is up for season 12 now.
Again?
It was around this time last year on this show. I was talking about season 11 and then coming back. Well, they're going to be doing another season on Hulu. All of the cast is coming back. They're going to be tackling some things like AI in this season, which perfect. It's I just love that we're still getting the cast. I love that they kind of held out, and John DiMaggio was also a part of them getting the equal pay. So I'm like even more vested into watching Futurama on Hulu. We just got the new trailer a couple of days ago, and we're actually going to get to be able to view it a little bit early because we are journalists. So. Yeah, in a sense, we're journalists.
You have to say that we're not sounding
fanboys at best
and sarcastic.
I would definitely be a fanboy. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. It looks, I mean, it looks good. This is my Futurama. I bite my shiny metal ass. Shut up, baby. I know it. That's like I love Bender.
I love Bender so
does.
much.
And I mean, come on, it's one of the most popular shows out there. Like next to the guys that created The Simpsons made this, Groening and everybody.
Yeah.
So it's never gonna die. What?
The guys who made The Simpsons made this. This is significantly better than The Simpsons. I loved watching Futurama back
I
in
will
the day.
agree. Yeah, Lauren, Tom, Katie Seagal, Billy West, they're all coming
Katie
back.
Seagal,
Lamar.
Mother. Yeah.
Yeah, everything Katie
Mother.
does. Didn't she recently get a star?
Maybe.
I think she did recently get a star. Well deserved, though.
Yeah.
Well deserved. Zach Brannigan, yeah. Billy West is here to work his ass off on this show again to voice like everybody else.
Yeah.
Like
I always
Zoidberg.
forget that that's not John Barrowman, but it's not.
Yeah, it's He's Zoidberg. He's Captain whatever's the guy. Zach.
Yeah.
Zach Brannigan. Yeah. Billy does all the voices on the show. If anybody should be getting paid more money, it's Billy.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we will be getting episodes of that on. Crap, I actually forgot the date that they're coming out.
Who doesn't have a date now? Who was making fun of me because he didn't know? Who doesn't have it now?
July 29th. Hey, Batman the Cape Crusader comes out August 1st. Anyway, just going to rub that in since she wants to be a smart ass over there. But yeah, July 29th on Hulu, new season of Futurama. 6 episodes will be released first, and then the next 6 will be coming later in the mid-season. So
Nice.
bring it on. Give me all of the Futurama.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about dates, I have to throw out, it's not one of my stories, Severance Season 2, January 17th of next year.
Okay.
All right, who else wants to take it with some TV?
I have TV. I
have TV.
I have TV.
You want to go for it?
Sure.
Right around the bend and go.
All right, we're going to talk more about anime because that's all I ever talk about.
It's true.
It is her life.
Sometimes you talk about anime like video games.
That's true.
Or musicals based off anime.
That's true. That's very true.
That's your wheelhouse.
It's my wheelhouse. Anyway, we have some updates on the Uzumaki show that's going to be coming. So, let's break it down real quick. We have some in the English voice cast. And I'm going to read them off here. I tried to find as many people, or like, I tried to find people that y'all all would know. Mm-hmm. I tried. So it just doesn't work out sometimes. We have Abby Trott playing our leading lady, Kieri Goshima. She was the voice of Nezuko in Demon Slayer.
Okay.
She has a long repertoire. I just couldn't find anything closer.
Bruh.
You done? Anyway, Robbie Damon will be Shuichi Saito. I have him as, he was Dorian Storm in Critical Role.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yes. We know who that is.
He had a long arc, and it's iconic.
We love Robbie. Yeah.
Who watches enough Critical Role is familiar
Absolutely
with
knows who that is.
See, Azami Kurotani, who is the girl that has like the swirl where her eye like swirls back into her head, is going to be played by Christina V.
Yay!
Okay. Yeah, I was like, all right. Doug Stone will be Kieri's father. I couldn't find anything that y'all would
Not
recognize.
off the top of my head, yeah.
Like, he's done a lot of really weird stuff. He replaced, like, when they started doing more of the Swan Princess movies, he did the little turtle.
Sure, I absolutely watched those movies.
Also, as a random trivia fact that I got excited about, he did voices in Suikoden 4 and 5.
Nice.
I definitely played those.
Yeah.
All the time.
What's
Well.
I'm gonna hit you. Aaron LaPlante will be Shuichi's dad. Resident Evil. He was in Resident Evil Village's Duke.
Okay, yeah.
Mona Marshall will be Suichi's mom. She has a giant list of stuff. She basically, anytime there was a female cameo in South Park, that was her. She just did all of it. Just so much. And Max Middleman will be playing Katayama, which is the snail boy, the first snail boy you see. He is Pippin in Final Fantasy XIV, and something that y'all would recognize. He's Desmond in Legend of Vox Machina.
Oh, nice. Desmond is the guard guy.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He also did Someone with an Eye Patch. I don't know who that is, but they were there for a second.
In Vox Machina?
Yeah. That doesn't say anything.
Vox Machina, Critical Roles can be a little hit or miss sometimes. Vox Machina is incredible.
Yeah.
And the voice cast is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Robbie Damon, I'm so happy that he's getting work.
And he's the leading man.
Yeah. He's gonna be really good. He has a very earnest and somewhat desperate quality to his voice that I think is very appropriate for this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, things are gonna go very poorly for him.
Yep.
That's great.
So this is going to be a special, a 4-episode special on Toonami.
Oh.
It is coming out later this year.
Okay.
I'm very excited. I still want to know who Junji Ito voiced. We still don't know who he voiced in this. We know he did something. We're not going to know until it comes out, but I'm impatient. I want to know.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm genuinely excited for this. If y'all haven't watched the trailer for this yet, please go to Adult Swim's channel. It's there. It looks really good. It's exactly what I would have wanted.
Yeah, it's just page screen, straight up.
Cora and horror anime. Yeah.
Yup. And that's all we really have. But that cast sounds great. I can't wait to look back on it later and see who else was in there. Who they who's the hair girl?
Yeah.
Who's this person? Who's gonna give me nightmares later? Answers all of them.
Most of them, yeah. Oh, the snail boy's cute, but the rest of it, horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good, though.
Yeah. That's good.
Uzumaki. Who else got a TV show?
I got a TV show-ish.
TV/TV adjacent.
Yeah. Hold, please.
Episodic drama.
So, if you have been on Twitter, you might have seen the hashtag RIP Cartoon Network. It's not dead. It didn't go away. But, Hold, please.
And I was scared that it was like, this is over, like, in our stuff.
No, basically, the animators who have been treated pretty horrendously, and the strikes last year did not cover animators. Cartoon Network relied on them to get through the pandemic. Really, the industry relied on them to get through the pandemic. It was the only kind of production that wasn't really halted.
Because you can do it from home.
Because you can do it from home. And then what's been happening, what we've seen over and over, mass layoffs, no pensions a lot of times. So Adam Conover and Alex Hirsch. Adam knows everything, and Alex Hirsch from Gravity Falls voiced a lovely little cartoon that basically said, if you want to call out Cartoon Network, go use this hashtag RIP Cartoon Network. The Twitter that you need to follow is A Workers Ignited, where you can go watch the animation where they put WB Network and then it slapped a Spirit Halloween on it, which I absolutely loved.
Oh, that's
If
good.
you want to support these people, post what TV shows that you think should still be around with the hashtag A Workers United, or sorry, A Workers Ignited is the Twitter. Also, you can type in Animation Workers Ignited.
Done.
Repost that, post what you think about what they're doing to these animators to support these people. This is very similar to the strike. This isn't official, but show your support for these people. They make the shows that you love. And Cartoon Network has been amazing for so long. So if you want to show support for these people, use that hashtag. The network isn't dead, but it very well could be if we don't change this. And this is going to keep happening in the industry. We're going to keep having to stand up for the little guys. And if you do it, then maybe we can come out of this and still making good art.
We were just talking about the Shrek movies.
Yeah.
Animated stuff will pull in bucks if you put some effort into it.
Yeah.
Look at the Inside Out 2 is making some bank right
bank.
now. The new Despicable Me 4 is making bank. This is foolish almost.
Yeah.
Like you put money into animated projects because they will return dividends. And like you said, it is an outlet for actors who, may not be camera ready anymore. They can still participate in this stuff.
Yeah.
We have beloved voice actors that have been having longer careers than some people that work in Hollywood. Frank Welker is a perfect example. Mm-hmm. He voices everything.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring up Mona Marshall again.
There you go. Like, this is dumb.
This is, and they explain it and it's only about, I think, a minute and a half video. They explain that executives want to make themselves look better for shareholders, so they fire people. And, that's not how you do well in the long term, first of all.
No.
This is not a flex. It's someone's life.
Yeah. So, support these people. Hashtag RIP Cartoon Network. Maybe we can get something going.
Already followed him, by the way. So, yeah, we're
that's my pitch.
We're going to be making some complaints online and maybe in person to some people if we get the opportunity.
Yep.
Anyway, I guess we'll roll it back over to you, Kat.
Okay, so a new TV series that I became aware of last night and now I have to watch on Apple TV Plus, actually, is earning some rave reviews from Rotten Tomatoes. It's called Sonny. It stars Rashida Jones, and it's about a woman who moves to Japan and gets married, has a kid, and then her husband and son die in a plane crash. Except they die in a plane crash. There's question marks even in the trailers. And then she gets gifted by her husband's company a robot that he made named Sonny, except she thought her husband worked in refrigeration, and the robot has no memories before meeting her. And it's only been out for 24 hours. It has a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes from fans, making it the best reviewed debut. It's horror, AI, sci-fi, dark comedy from Apple TV Plus, and I can't wait to watch it. I love Rashida Jones and her work, and it just looks spooky and crazy as they form this kind of friendship and try and figure out what happened.
All right, 91% of Rotten Tomatoes already.
Like, holy crap.
Yeah, that's.
This is going to be another word of mouth like series.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Also,
Michael, get it at the ground level now.
Props to Apple TV for putting out some weird ass shit.
Yeah.
Why am I
It's
not seeing anything on this though? Like, where's the
Severance is one of the most absurdist shows I've ever seen, and absurdist shows are not a popular genre to do shows.
Yeah.
in.
Okay, but like, put something out there so people like me who don't know what it is.
They don't advertise very well, I will say.
Yeah.
Because
It
I didn't
sounds
know
like
about
something I'd
Severance
watch.
before it came out. Shrinking was a dark horse, even though it was put on by...
We got a show, we'll talk about it.
it was put on by Bill Mitchell, who was running one of the most successful TV shows they ever ran with Ted Lasso, and he put out another TV show in the middle of it, and nobody knew about it. Like, they really don't advertise very well, but they're putting out some quality stuff.
I have an account.
I'm watching like 3 or 4 shows on there.
Yeah.
There's one called Palm Springs that stars Kristen Wiig that I'm watching.
Yeah.
There's one.
I heard For All Mankind is really good.
This is the reason I do cardio, to catch up on shows.
Yeah.
There's that one. There's one called Loot that stars Maya Rudolph and is made by shout out Zeke Nicholson of Dropout fame.
Shout out to Dropout.
I have to add it to my list. I'm currently watching Delicious in Dungeon on Cora's recommendation.
Yeah.
It's very good, very wholesome. I'm liking it.
Yeah, just a bunch of like low key, really good shows, but this one has outranked all of them in ratings.
Sorry, did you say that's why you do cardio? So you can watch TV?
I have time, yes.
You know what? That's valid.
You
I
know,
do an
props.
episode in 8 minutes, because I do 30 minutes. And well, it's nice if I forget
Yeah.
that I'm actually watching a show, I'll go past my 30 minutes of cardio.
Well, nice.
Yeah, I've actually gone to like 47 watching.
I do that with cardio.
I forget
too.
what show I was watching. I think it was an anime, but it started in episode 2, and I was like, "Ooh, when is this going to be over?"
Oh, I've been running. I've been running.
I missed the little alert thing. But anyway, I really want to check this out though.
For sure.
It's on us to spread it
looks
around, I guess. You
good,
know.
and the article that I was seeing for it didn't list her husband's name, who's shown in like flashbacks and stuff. And I should have looked it up, but I didn't. He's hot. That's what I will say about him. He's hot. And they seem to have a really easy chemistry, in spite of the fact that I don't know if he doesn't speak any English or if he's just not fluent. But I saw a couple interviews with them last night, and they had a translator for him. But that's pretty common in a lot of, you know, when people don't have the confidence necessarily to speak English.
We're also seeing that more and more in TV shows. One of the Jedi Masters from The Acolyte doesn't speak a lot of English. The guy from Squid Game.
Yeah, but he's very good.
He's amazing. But yeah, he didn't speak.
I'm loving
almost
where that show is going about.
Honestly, I did want to read real quick my favorite review that I found.
Oh, okay.
It was a 1-star for The Acolyte. It says
1 star?
1 star. It says, it completely misrepresented the Star Wars canon saga. Sexually appealing, no longer a family friend. He's not. They're not wrong.
Did they not see Return of the Jedi?
Who do you want to bone in Return of the Jedi?
Harrison
Princess
Ford.
Oh, Princess Leia.
Of course.
Harrison Ford.
I mean, that's a
But also, like, Dark Teeth, or whatever his name is, with the arms. Yes.
Oh, God. Anyway. Yes, give the ladies what they want.
I
Star
mean,
Wars.
Manny
I'm okay with it.
Jacinto in
I mean,
Acolyte,
I love Ray, you know, Daisy Ridley, but, you know.
She's
for
cute,
yeah,
but, like, those arms.
Whatever. Oh, wait, Daisy Ridley's
We'll do like a Dude's
We'll
talking
move on.
too much or
Anyway.
something about the
even,
Acolyte.
We gotta start
Solo wasn't a great movie, but like, he was hot.
He was hot.
Wet Wookiee action in that movie.
Gross.
Anyway.
Gross.
All right,
Ew.
you good?
Furry.
Are we gonna move on to TV? I got some weird. Not weird. It's
I got a weird one. I got a weird one, too.
Well, I got one. It's not so much
I have
weird.
niche.
It's kind of awesome, actually. Just go ahead and show this picture. This man is a 59-year-old man from Massachusetts. His name is Marty Keating. Marty, unfortunately, was a victim of throat cancer. He had a bunch of surgeries, and it unfortunately he lost his voice due to all of the surgeries. And while this is tragic, we are going to end this on a victory because he is only the third person in the United States to receive a total laryngeal transplant that was successful. Marty has had his voice returned to him. Yes, we are talking, one of these was done in 1996, one in 2010. And they've been done successfully, 3. Because the results are hard to predict. This is a very risky surgery just due to everything involved. But this man has had his voice returned to him at 59 years old. His first word was hello, and he can talk to his grandchildren. This is groundbreaking. We're talking only a handful of these surgeries have even been done in the world because they are not always successful. But any time that we can come up with some new technology or surgical procedure that can beat the hell out of cancer and reverse some of the damage done by it, I will celebrate it. I will celebrate it every single time. Groundbreaking surgery. Really hard. This man went through 59 surgeries before this, trying to save his voice.
Wow.
And this man is now able to talk to his grandchildren. He has had his voice returned to him. Yes, it's not like perfect. He has to do some things, but it is his voice returned to him through a total laryngeal transplant, groundbreaking surgery and technology here. I fucking love it.
That's incredible. Also, PSA, get HPV vaccinated.
We heard that.
Has a lot to do with like throat and tonsil cancers.
We heard that from Sam Riegel this week as well, who
Yeah,
also went through tonsil cancer
Sam Riegel and
for being in recovery.
Beating cancer's ass. I hope, man. I'm so happy for him. Yeah, this transplant was performed on February 29th this year, and after some time, his first words were hello.
Absolutely amazing.
It is. Of course, this is also bringing him up. Just things like eating and swallowing are now were difficult without that area, which has restored that as well. Besides, the man has his voice again.
Yeah.
Anytime we got something that's helping people recover from the damage of cancer, yes, absolutely, keep it going, and congratulations to Marty. And this is a win for him and possibly other people in the future.
I mean, everybody has somebody who's been affected by cancer. Like our dad had a cancer that was very likely terminal, and he's healthy today.
I mean, I think you can pull pretty much anyone off the street right now with totally different views from whatever you have.
Yeah.
Hey, you had cancer, right? Yeah, fuck cancer.
Yeah, fuck cancer.
Just anybody.
Yeah.
Let's all unite over like getting rid of this or anything that we can do to defeat it or mitigate the effects of it. Everything is a step in the right direction to me, and this is a definite win for Marty.
Absolutely.
And other people. So yes, I love science. Let's take it on to another weird topic. This made me happy, and I want to talk about it.
I'll go ahead and jump in with one real quick. It's very niche. It is probably,
I think that's the vibe.
Yeah, this is the most niche shit I have talked about in a while. Because it involves Lupin the Third, which was already a very niche show, and it involves Kabuki.
Love Kabuki.
Love Kabuki.
Okay, maybe not as niche as that. Anyway, Lupin the Third had a Kabuki play not too long ago. It was quite popular. Apparently, it was really, really good. And of course, we don't really get to see a lot of Kabuki outside of Japan.
No.
But we will this time. They will be streaming the Lupin the Third Kabuki play on Kabuki On Demand on August 11th at 9 p.m. Japanese Standard Time. I don't.
Oh my goodness! Look at that! I love it.
18
I
hours?
love that image.
So yeah, but if you miss
16, I thought 16 is
if you miss the stream,
Yeah,
it will be archived from August 12th through August 18th, so you'll have time to watch it. You will have to pay to view it, but you don't have to pay for Kabuki On Demand. You only have to pay for the ticket to watch Lupin the Third Kabuki, which is only about $26. Translated.
I already know that is Pop Zenigata.
13.
Yeah.
I now need to see this, and of course that hair, that is Lupin. I don't even need to know I already know. I need to see this. This looks amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. It is set in the Azuchi Momoyama period, which was 1568 through the 1600s, and it is coincidentally the same time period when the Japanese Robin Hood Ishikawa Goemon was present. So maybe he'll make an appearance there.
Hello.
I have to say, Japan, one of the impressive things about their kabuki theater stuff is that they have been deeply exploring how to translate the energy from kabuki theater onto TV for a long time. When I was in Japan, we got to see a David Bowie-based kabuki performance on screen at the top of the Skytree, and it was just unbelievable.
I never thought I would hear those words put together.
That sounds awesome.
It was incredible.
Wild.
It was a really cool experience.
I mean, there's a lot of different anime that could probably work as kabuki, but somehow Lupin the Third just hits all of the buttons for the perfect candidate, because it's a silly time and it's like a little robbery, murder, or not murder mystery, but like robbery mystery.
Definitely robbery.
Yeah, definitely robbery. But like, it's a fun time, and you can take that story as they've done here and put it into any era, any country, and it just translates. Yeah. So it's perfect.
Yeah.
So again, if you would like to see it, it's August 11th. But if you missed the August 11th streaming, August 12th through the 18th. If you're curious about it before you buy your ticket, there is a trailer for this online. I didn't grab it because I didn't think about it, honestly.
We have jobs.
Yeah, we have jobs. But again, it'll be available on Kabuki On Demand.
Sweet.
Nice.
All right. We're rounding it down.
Rounding it down. All right. So, now, in our current times, in the during times, there are a lot of YouTube video essays out there. But originally, we had Every Frame a Painting. This was breaking down film styles. I remember one of my favorites was breaking down Edgar Wright, how he shoots comedy and how he moves comedy through space, and how he does visual comedy, which a lot of people don't do. There's one on Robin Williams blocking. There's an episode on Kurosawa. It ended in 2017.
There's a fighting how Americans do
Jackie Chan.
Martial arts.
Yeah.
Filming styles wrong, basically.
Yeah, and how Jackie Chan does do it. Ended in 2017. They said goodbye, and we said, don't go. Please don't go. They're coming back. They're coming back with several, I think it was, how many was it? Maybe 20? I don't know. It's a bunch. They're coming back with a new season and a short film starring Paul Sun-Hyung Lee, who, if you watched the live-action Avatar, he was Uncle Iroh. If you watched Kim's Convenience, he was Appa. He's also in The Mandalorian and actually several Star Wars shows. I absolutely love this dude. I think he's amazing. He was one of the best parts of Avatar, The Last Airbender live action.
He nails that, posture and energy.
Yeah. He's amazing. So yeah, they're doing a short film, and they're doing a bunch. We have very little information about when that's happening. But yeah, Every Frame of Painting is coming back. It's one of my favorite, and one of truly the OG YouTube video essays, especially when it comes to film. And their breakdowns were so good. I'm so excited to have them come back.
I'll say this, she watches a ton.
I watch a bunch.
I do not. I don't like that style of media very much. I loved Every Frame of Painting. Yeah. It is such good content. It was extremely instrumental in my style as far as how I storyboard films that I work on. Danger Team 3 was storyboarded the way it was because of Every Frame of Painting. Yeah. They're very good, especially for aspiring filmmakers. But anybody, so interesting.
Yeah, if you want to be a director, a cinematographer, go watch this series. Storyboard artists. Go watch this series. They're absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to see more of what they're doing. And to see them in action.
Good return, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe they'll be shorter than an hour and 40 minutes, which is the average runtime of a YouTube video essay nowadays.
You know what? That's fine.
And that's if you don't count ContraPoints, who significantly longer a lot of the times. They're so long.
Honestly, that's one of the reasons I don't watch ContraPoints. I can't
It's too long.
dedicate 4 hours.
Yeah, it's too long.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Her, yes.
Yes.
Like, there was a transition. I didn't
There
know
was.
where the pronouns were.
Yeah.
Good for her. Love her for doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too long for me.
Way too
but,
long.
like, keep doing it.
Okay.
Mia watches her.
Yeah, and I do prefer her shorter episodes.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, every frame painting, let's go.
Let's go.
Well, Kat, take it home.
I just realized
Oh no.
that all of my stories tonight were I haven't engaged with this thing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stay on that pattern because what the hell is Helldivers 2? Like, has been all over Reddit. And, like, I'm not such a baby that I've been unaware of it.
Yeah.
But, like, this is the game where there are, like, huge arguments about whether to turn off friendly fire. This is the game that is known for being one of the most wholesome and one of the most toxic communities that exists. This is a game where recently, like this week, I think, they put out a major order thing and it was completed in under 8 hours. So if you went out that night, you didn't get the rewards from it. You didn't get to do the mission because they completed it so fast. This is the game that some people say is for fascism, other people say is against fascism, and there's been whole conversations about media literacy because of this. Like, it's wild. This is the game where you could survive a ludicrous fall by doing the hug emote in the air, and that the CEO begged them not to remove the bug because it was so funny.
That's an amazing bug.
I did not get on this show tonight to be called out in such a manner.
Funny that you say bugs, considering that's what you're killing.
Helldivers is absolutely amazing fun, is what. I am all for Super Earth, and if you're against it, you're a commie.
Yeah, and I would love to understand what that means. But,
Also-
like, here is the thing that happened this week. This week.
Both me and my wife are veterans, so playing this game, when you're going through your basic training, you literally go through basic training in 15 minutes. And then you are thrown to the battlefield, and I think we both went, kind of like the Romans.
Like, I just haven't
That's
played
not
it.
good, Jason. That's not a fun thing for us to hear.
Veterans who have seen combat have very, very dark humor. But we were laughing the whole way at just how similar it could be to the military.
Wait. So what happened this week?
Yeah, what happened this week?
This week, there was yet another conference. It was the Develop Conference, and they were awarding, like, they have kind of a sketchy timeline, 2023 or 2024 games, and Baldur's Gate 3 won all the awards yet again.
Surprise!
Helldivers' comment was, yeah, it seems about right. They were up for it. Their fans were so mad that they lost, and they're like, we're more than happy to lose to Baldur's Gate 3. This is one of the best endings to, like, a sequence that we've ever seen. We love D&D. Like, fair play. Just fair play. And then they just moved on. They said it was a stiff competition, but, you know, it's about as great a conclusion as Baldur's Gate could possibly have, and we'll get them next time, and everybody shut up. It was a good game.
I love that energy coming out of video game companies, because The Witcher, when Shadow of the Erd Tree passed 95, or went to 95%, they were like, dope! It's an awesome DLC. That's it.
Or what was the Pokemon spin-off one that I did the story on?
Palworld?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they were like, our player base is dropping off. They were like, yeah, they finished the game. We don't care.
Yeah.
They'll come back. We'll put out new content at some point.
And
The people will come back if they want to.
Yeah, role-playing
There are
games.
lots of good games. This isn't a story. Go find some stories.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah.
I'm all for that energy in video games.
Yeah, support each other.
absolutely.
That's it.
It's like Doom and Animal Crossing. That was like the best time ever.
That was, because they had the same release date. And so...
And everyone was just happy about everyone else getting the game they wanted.
Yeah. No judgment. You had, like, there was, like, jokes that, like, these big like vicious looking men were going in and getting Animal Crossing, and these girls in like big puffy Lolita dresses were coming in and getting Doom.
Also,
That's the way it should be.
Yeah,
the crossover art is the best thing to come out of it.
Yeah.
I love me a good mashup.
Yeah.
But Helldivers is fantastic.
Yeah, it's fun. I
just think it's really funny. And
I think the whole
their
community is funny around it. Like, it's just...
When
Sony works.
When Sony pulled their thing where they were, like, trying to make people pay more, like, that whole thing, I don't remember if they actually, like, went through with it, but they were joking, at least, that they were going to have capes that had the sales bars, like, how deep the how much sales plummeted for each game, especially Helldivers, and that was going to be the new cape.
That's
pretty good.
Peak.
Just peak.
I do want more things to release on the same day. I did see that Wicked changed their release date, so it's no longer coinciding with Moana. Now it's coinciding with Gladiator 2, which seems like a fun double feature.
Also, that movie, just give Denzel the Oscar now, please.
Seriously. Also,
just go ahead.
Also,
Denzel
we're talking about,
Denzel.
like... Hi. Wow,
I mean,
okay. Denzel Washington.
And Pedro Pascal.
Yes to Denzel.
Yeah.
I watched the trailer for it the other night with Christian, and I said, well, I mean, like, he knows how to do action movies, so, like, I guess the trailer, it was not compelling.
I don't really care about the movie. It's really just the two daddies.
It's Ridley Scott.
Anyway.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
By the way. Like, and I love Ridley Scott in a lot of ways. He directed the Apple commercial. The first commercial
the 1984 one?
Cost $1 million. Was
Yeah.
Ridley Scott, the 1984 one.
Yeah.
And, like, he knows what he's doing as far as directing action. The
And I
trailer's
love-
a little, but yes to the daddies.
Yes.
Yeah, I love Alien. I don't really care about the first Gladiator. Like, it was
I've never seen
fine.
it.
It's
It's
fine.
a good movie. I like
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
It launched Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah. Which, like,
Yeah.
mixed bag.
Yeah.
All right, I think we got it all. Once again, guys, we are just, 2 weeks? 2 weeks from San Diego Comic-Con.
Less than.
Yeah, Wednesday is preview night. We're all going to get to experience it. It's going to be amazing. I have not spent money. It hurts.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm...
Because I have to get all my exclusives on Wednesday night for preview night.
Yeah.
Just to get that out of the way. We have work to do. We do have plenty of people to talk to. It's going to be an amazing experience.
I mean, if they have the Drizzt plushie this year again.
I'm saving up, too.
Yeah, I get to experience it with you guys, all my friends. This
I
is
know.
great. And we
have
get
it
a
at
fourth person
Madness.
chipping in on gas money.
Hey!
Hey!
You heard me. No, it's gonna be amazing. I'm so excited, and like it's always been just something we've been working towards, and it's
For
like
sure.
all of y'all, we did this together.
And we're so happy to
And now
get a lot more content.
We get to go out there.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go out there. We got the gear, we got the tool, we got the talent, we got the time.
We got teams, we got plans, we got...
We're going to be some busy nerds. It's going to be amazing. So make sure you're subscribed to all of our social media channels. We're going to put out videos from there, asking people questions. If you're at San Diego Comic-Con and you want to participate in our little short questions, we're going to have plenty to be asking you, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait.
And if not, just feel free to come say hello. We like that.
Yeah, it's going to be a good experience. So yeah, 2 weeks from now, we'll see y'all out there. As for now, like this video, subscribe. Make sure you... go to all of our social medias at SCNS Live, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. If you want to follow us personally, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram at JasonTheX.
Find me sometimes at BetterCat.
Find me on Twitter and Instagram. Currently at The Good Cast. Might change soon.
Currently, Twitter and Instagram at Cora Art.
Cool. Well, that's it from us, guys. We will see you next week. And as we always say around here, keep on nerding! I don't know. Did you do the thing?
I don't know.
Do the thing. Hit the button.